hopefully everyone's doing good. For the past 21 plus years, running has been a big part of my life. It's been very fulfilling. It's brought a lot of happiness and joy and love. You know, ever since I started when I was 20, fast forward 21 plus years, and I'm still able to love, enjoy, and still get that fulfillment, from getting out there and running. Even as I'm recording and doing this video, I want to get out there, I want to run, I want to put the mileage, I want to train for the next, the next big event, whatever it is, I want to just get out there and, continue to grind and continue to just be, healthy and be in the best physical, shape that I can be. And, with all that, with all the good, there's also, negatives, and those negatives in running can be very stressful in, people's lives. And luckily I've been pretty good. Luckily I haven't had any serious injuries as far as, needing surgery or anything, just little aches and pains, in my groin or the Achilles mainly, but nothing that has sidelined me for, months or years on out. So, I'm very thankful that hasn't been part of my running journey so far. But now we're at that moment where, I am stressed. I am feeling that stress of running. I am nervous because tomorrow I am going in for a surgery. I found out that I had a umbilical hernia, and I guess it's very common. I don't know how many people get it, but from what they say, a hernia is pretty common. And so now, dealing with this and then having to go in and do the surgery, tomorrow, and it's definitely starting to hit me. It's definitely starting to, starting to feel a lot of nervousness and just stressed out, because you kind of feel down. You kind of like, well, what did I do wrong? I always take care of myself. I consider myself in really good shape, and I eat all the right, I'm on a good diet. I don't drink, I don't smoke. And you kind of like, oh man, well, why this? But these are just the little downs. There's a lot of great ups in people's journeys, and along with the ups, you have to also endure the downs. And this is just one of those downs that I'm gonna have to endure. And I wanted to make this video, and I want to let everybody know that this ain't the end of the line. It's just another hurdle that we're gonna just get through and push forward. It's only gonna make us mentally and physically stronger, and we're just gonna learn from this and move forward in our journey in running. And if there's anybody out there who has gone through this similar procedure, definitely leave a comment in the bottom, man. I definitely would love to get some insight on how your guys' whole process and healing journey went, man. Appreciate it, and have a good day, everybody.